What are you doing? Excuse me. Your mum's calling. Come on. They're naughty school kids. Go on. Come on. They know how to get in and they know how to get out again. Go on, you. Go on. Come on. Sit into my little funnel. And back in the pen. Until, give them literally 10 minutes and they'll be back out. Oh, we've got him. Oh no, I've ruined his lunch. He's behind. He was behind here.
The pigeon just flew into the...
Where is he? Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, flipping out. That pigeon is like, thank you. No, that was the thing that went that way. Oh man, that bird is fuming now. He finally got one all day, trying to catch one.
You
Buggered it up. You buggered that job up. Over at Graham and Martin's, we're just bringing the Bowser with the chemicals in the back for the farmer. He's over at Alistair's, he's spraying the wheat over there, and then he's coming back here to spray the wheat here. I haven't really looked at this one since we were last here drilling it, but apparently it's all looking pretty well. I don't know what he's spraying it for, but there'll be a reason for why he's spraying it. Linda's here to pick me up. Keithy's got the fertilizer spreader on, so we're going to go and give him a hand when we once we're back.
You want to get as much of the air out as you can, mate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It'll be about 9 mil there, look.
Yeah. I've not seen this. Well, I've seen the gun before, but I've not seen it.
It's a pain to use, but it's not bad. But you have to. Right, that's uncocked like that.
Yeah.
Because you've got no pressure on the spring. Look, that's just pressure on the spring, but you've got no pressure on the spring. So you slide that right back to where you want it, like that.
Yeah.
And then you've got to get your needle in there without bending your needle.
Yeah.
It's fiddly,
And without squeezing it.
Well, it's fiddly diddly because it always is. But you've got to, it's a job to hold everything. But if you basically hold it back here,
Yeah.
get that in there. You need that turn to go in there. Look.
I see.
And that in there.
Yeah.
And then you've got to hold it, turn it over, and put that down to there like that. You see?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
And the first time you do it, you'll squeeze your syringe out.
Right.
Then just hold that with your
Yeah.
finger, make sure you just hold it in place, it's going nowhere, and then cock it, and have to put some pressure on it.
Okay.
And then it cocks, it jars that, knocks that out.
Oh,
Spring
okay.
pushes
So
the blood.
you've got to ram that end into him,
You've got to ram that to him.
and then that releases it all.
I think that's it on the right hand side.
That's it. Done.
Well, I don't even know whether he can add that. Look, that blew the end off the syringe.
That come out so fast you can't actually see what happened, can you?
I'm just beginning to wonder whether we can add that.
That got him better, didn't it? Sounded better, didn't it? The old man's, I don't know where he's gone. I think he's gone somewhere with his shooting club, but yeah, so Charlie went and checked him this morning, and we've had 3 nights of just very cold. Last night got pretty cold. There was a bit of frost this morning. It just plays havoc with the younger ones. So that calf would have been one of the younger ones out of that group. You get a warm day. It was warm and sunny yesterday afternoon, and then you get a cold night, and yeah, that's what it leads to. It leads to a bit of pneumonia. So good call by Charlie to go and think, because he was quite poorly actually. He didn't look very well at all. Hopefully that'll turn him around. We'll keep an eye on him tomorrow. We'll have a look at him, make sure he's coming back the right way. Young man needs to go back in here. Come on, you. Me and Farmer have got some tagging to do. Keithy is. Come on, back in there. Back in there, silly. Back in there. Go on. Come on. He's only a young one, that one. Go on. Silly boy. Keithy's got a spinner back on. We're going to out Keithy with a bit of fertilising. We're going to head over to Jim's and get the spring oats done over there. They're looking really well. We want to stay on top of those. But David, the bull, where is he? Big fat Dave. Also known as Rodney. Don't know where he is, but he's got a big limp going on. So these lot will be through the crush in the next few days. And we'll get him a jab. So we hopefully that puts him right. Like maggots. When that comes out, it stinks like, you know, the fishing shop, when you used to go fishing shop. The maggots. Oh, that stinks, doesn't it? What is it? Ammonia. Yeah. Keithy's just done all the spring crops at the farm. We'll take a look at those another day. We'll go out and have a look at those. We'll go and do a crop check. But you can see the nitrogen, which is the white, and then the sulfur is, I'm guessing, is the clear. And then we're going to Jim's this afternoon. We'll have a ride on. We're here, we're at Jim's. That's a known wet patch, that bit. Pretty much every year we have to come re-drill that bit, but the spring crops here look really well. This is what we're here to spread on the crops. We'll have a little ride on with Keithy and see what he thinks. Got the new Manitou on. We have noticed the brakes are a little bit spongy on this new Manitou. We're not quite sure whether it's air in the system or if it's just meant to be like that. We got a feeling there's a little bit of air left in there, so we might have to have the guys back and just check it over for us, make sure we're not dreaming problems up. Apart from that, this thing drives like a dream. Beautiful. But yeah, look at these spring crops. This is the second and last dose for these, and these are spring oats, Isabel. And yeah, they're going to do well, it looks like. There's a little bit of compound to go on these fields as well, so I don't know if we'll get to that today, but might be a job for another day. Just using up some old nitrogen from last year. This is that Russian stuff. This was ordered before that hoo-ha with the Ukraine, I think. But it was all that there was available at the time. If you remember, there was a nitrogen scare. I think at the minute prices have come right down as if there wasn't a problem ever. I think they've done a lot of farmers over this year with the pricing, because they scared the farmers into buying it, saying there wasn't going to be available. And I think a lot of people paid the high prices, including us, think farmer paid, I think we're upwards of £700 a tonne. They've been sat in the shed a while, so just loosening them up a bit, roll them over on the front like that, roll them back the other way. Bit trickier coming backwards. Make sure you ain't gonna hit the barn. Just snag that one. Like that, roll them over. It just wakes them up, wakes the prills up. Shouldn't have any problems then. Put these two together. Take Keithy some down, he'll be here in a second. Keithy was just finishing off a field at our farm. Oh no. As soon as why not? Stable. Is that really a thing now? You have to be on the seat. Yep. Look at that. Didn't know that. Got to be on the seat. I've got a holiday booked in a couple of weeks, so we'll go on our holiday, let things dry up a bit, and then we'll do it when I come back off my holiday. We'll go around with the drone and we'll take the dog around and we'll go and have a little look and see what's done well and what hasn't. We know for a fact that stuff at Peter's farm is struggling. We'll be back there patching up. We already know that, but that's just one of those farms that is like that. You know, if it's wet, it's going to suffer. So that's just the way it is on that one. But I think on the whole, it's all pretty good. There's little wet holes in various fields at different farms. You know, nothing's got away from, nothing's perfect everywhere. So, but on the whole, it's pretty good. One of these bags is a little bit dicey, so got to be very, very gentle with it. This is a different fertilizer, so Keithy's had to change a few settings on the spinner itself, and he will do a field where he knows how much will come out, and then he'll get his flow rate right to what he thinks it will be. So we make sure we put the same on all over the field there. So he'll do a hectare's worth and see what it's put on, and then adjust from there. We haven't tied the tops of these up. He's going to have a nasty surprise in a second. Forgot about that. For some reason. I don't know if I've got any string in here either. Forgot about that last year. Oh, we ain't got no string in here. Eee. I was just saying you're about to have a nasty surprise. I forgot about that. I'd have bought some string.
These last year we had to tie them all, didn't we?
Yes, I ain't got no string.
Oh, no, these are yet. I'm going to in that box on the front.
Oh yeah, let me have a look. Only need a little bit, don't we? Look at it, yeah, that'll do. You see? There you go, if you have a look at that, you can see all the prill size is completely different to what we were putting on. So you've got to change all the settings on the machine to accommodate that. We're just having a little look at the spring crops. Keithy's in the background there, he's spreading the fertilizer. This is only having a small dose, second and final dose for the spring oats. These are spring oats, and I can just see down in below the canopy there, there's just starting, I don't know what weed that is, but that weed in particular is coming all over. So I am at, like, if you look in here, look, he's in there, he's pretty big. I don't know what weed that is, but I imagine the agronomist will be here and there'll be a spray going on there to kill that. That'll be a broadleaf weed of some sort. That's the agronomist's job, is to come through and look for things like that, and he will determine what sort of plant it is and whether it will, and he then goes on there, he finds a chemical that won't hurt the oats but it will take out the weeds. You don't want too many of those taken over, because they'll take over and they will start affecting your yield back from the oats. Farmer tells me these are a cheap crop to grow, and we've had a good touch with these in the past, these Isabel oats, and they've stood the water this time. They have stood the water better than the barley, which is something we already know, but it's shown up very noticeable, you know. But it looks really well over here. We're really quite impressed. We got this on in February when it was that dry spell, and then ever since then it has been too wet to do anything. So yeah, it looks like we've done the right thing over here anyway. We're riding on with Keithy. We're just coming up to our wet hole. Is it going to be alright?
We're going to go through it then.
Yeah.
Take a chance.
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing? That's chicken in, that is. That's cheating.
Diff lock on as well.
No. Tractor said no. It won't be too bad, will it?
You're going to push if I get stuck.
How snotty is it going to be? You can see where my tractor went through with the drill, can't you?
Yeah.
I immediately regret this decision.
It's alright. Breaking through. Just slow down.
That puts a little tiny bit more on there, does it?
The redland to this one, I went down the outside of it.
Here, yeah, we're just doing the spring oats. This is the last dose it'll have, isn't it, Keith?
Yeah.
So, and this is straight nitrogen?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Russian stuff it was.
Kilos per hectare.
100 kilos per hectare. That's what we're putting on.
Yeah. Supposedly.
Well, God, it looks well, doesn't it? Where it's good, it looks really well.
Yeah.
That hole is always there, isn't it, Keith? Every year.
Yeah.
And it sort of came up, didn't it? But then we had all that rain afterwards, and it just swamped it out,
just
didn't
where
it?
the rain water comes off the brash and it meets the clay at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it just comes up through the clay, bottom at the end of the brash.
Yeah. The rest of the field looks really good, actually. This one we didn't cultivate this one. We went straight in with this, so it'd be interesting to see if that shows up differently on the combine. The one next door that had the springtime set over it, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. But just going on. This fertilizer is weird, isn't it? Yellow.
Horrible.
Yeah, not very nice.
Tiny little stuff.
Yeah. Keithy was just telling me what a fantastic job I had done with the drip.
I got a choice of tram lines there.
Just stay in the middle.
Which one do I follow?
That's a marker guide for your. This is where we didn't have the drill quite squared up, so that's a tiny little gap, but we got that sorted out in the end. So the I don't know what that is with GPSs like that. It's centre on the tractor, but you have to actually in the box move yourself over a bit to get you to actually track centre, which is a bit weird, but it's sorted out now. Right, it's the end of the day, end of the video. We're back over at Graham and Martin's. Farmer's finished with his tanker there, so just picking that up. The spray gone on today was for blackgrass and wild oats, so that's what's gone on today. And we've also got another one to go on in about 10 days time, which is a fungicide. That's for disease, so that'll go on. You can't mix those two together. Some chemicals you can mix and add to different tanks, but apparently these ones you can't mix, so I will lock the gate on the way out as the farmer goes there. But yeah, on the whole, he was saying it looks pretty good as well. And there's only one dodgy tram line in the whole lot, so that's not too bad. I'll take that any day of the week. If you like the videos, make sure you like and subscribe. We've got new hats for sale. They're on the store now, so you can, if you fancy one of those, have a look in the description for that. You'll find that down there. There's also new jackets in there. There's hoodies and t-shirts as well. Right, we'll catch you next time. Cheers.